What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about steroid alternatives in colostrum. Okay, not that colostrum is a steroid alternative, but the steroid alternatives are it's going to segue into something about colostrum. So back in, when did steroids become illegal? I'm thinking like 1990 or 91, 89, something like that. Anyways, steroids became legal. They became a prescription drug. And the race was on to find the first natural alternative to anabolic steroids. And the first one that I can remember around that time, because it's right when I was starting to get into bodybuilding, was cybergenics. Okay, and cybergenics was hailed as the first true alternative to bodybuilding drugs. And that's when the supplement industry really started to boom. Because when people were looking for an alternative, they were looking at, well, I just want to find something in a pill bottle that I can take like steroids that will give me similar results, but it's not a steroid. And what happened was cybergenics came out with a kit. And inside the kit came a videotape showing different exercises and stuff, a workout, a diet, and the supplements. Now, the supplements came like little pill bottles, a little eyedropper. They looked almost like it was some kind of illegal fucking shit, which I think was part of their selling point. And you looked at the people that were on the video that got the results, and they did get results. 15, 12, 14, 25 pounds they gained over 16 weeks or whatever. You look at them, you're like, fuck, that's awesome. So the next thing you do, you start popping the pills, taking the eyedropper, go to the gym, working out. You're not following the program. You're not following the diet. You're just popping the pills, and it's not working. What you failed to realize was that was a very high-intensity based exercise routine that they had that went with it. And a diet based to fit that, combined with the supplements, would give you those results. And the people that they were using had just starting with this high intensity type of training, which give them quote unquote newbie gains, and it did give them like an anabolic steroid like reaction. I mean, it made them grow bigger and stronger in a short period of time, and they did it naturally. But the problem back then was nobody wanted to do the training. Nobody wanted to do the diet. They just wanted to take some pills and get the results. And then we had like IcoPro that came out with their systems, which was owned by Vince McMahon and the WBF, which was his bodybuilding federation. Same type of thing. Came in a little kit. We had the Phase 1 by Cybergenics. And then right around that time, supplement companies started realizing people don't want to work out. They're not looking for a workout. They're not looking for a true alternative source, a true alternative to steroids in general. They're looking for an alternative to steroids in a pill bottle. They don't give a shit about training. They don't give a shit about nutrition. They would give a shit about what comes in that bottle. And that's when shit really started to take off supplement-wise. The garbage started coming out. You had boron, Smilax, dibangazide. I mean, you had all these things in like little eyedroppers. They were packaging them in eyedroppers to make them look more drug-like and sell them on the on the store shelves. And they had research backing them up, but it was like these studies that they twisted around, and studies say this, clinical trials that, and you're like, what the fuck? They came out with Mumio, FIFA paniculata, beta-actisterone. I mean, all these things that came out, and everybody was looking for that one thing in a bottle they could take that would make them blow up like D-ball. That's what they were looking for. And as this came out, new things came out. Creatine came out, which was one of the first things that actually did work. You could take it, and you saw results. We found it now. A lot of those other things just fell off the planet. They were just gone. I mean, sometimes they make a comeback now. I've seen them in products. I'm like, you guys are fucking, really? You're going to bring these back? What the fuck? So the creatine came out. Then GKG, glutamine alpha ketoglutarate, came out. They came out with V2G, which was a vanadium product. Now, here's where things start to get interesting. You had the creatine, which actually worked. You had the glutamine, which technically glutamine increases protein synthesis. You had the Vanadol and the V2G and Vanadol sulfate in general. Vanadol sulfate didn't do anything by itself, but what it did do was make other supplements work better, and the food you were eating work better. It was like an additive, a glucose disposal agent, GDA, glucose disposal agent. Now you had a supplement that was, something that was food-based, but actually helped everything else work better. And for some reason, at that point, people were more focused on the creatine. They weren't thinking much about the Vanadol sulfate. Now, Vanadol kind of went by the side. It's toxic. And then, if you take 10 tablets of this shit, it's toxic. However, it's an essential mineral that your body needs, vanadium, which it's made from. Taken in the right amounts, it can be very good for muscle gain, fat loss, whatever you're using it for, because it makes your insulin sensitivity change. You take the Vanadol with the chromium picolinate, now your body utilizes carbs differently. So now you're not just looking at something that's going to suddenly make you grow like a weed, something that's going to help your body use the foods and use the other supplements. And we came out with, they came out with ornithine, OKG, ornithine alpha ketoglutarate, which was by Becker Labs. I remember that one. And then a colostrum. That was the first one. Becker Labs or Decker Labs or Bicker Labs. It was a liquid and it tasted like fucking complete dog ass. Colostrum contained naturally occurring IGF-1. Now, here's the kicker. Everybody was looking in that bottle for the next big thing, IGF-1. At the time, actual IGF-1 that was being sold on the black market drug-wise was producing phenomenal fucking results. Nobody can deny that. Like, anybody who got their hands on that shit, I was not lucky enough to be able to get it at that time. Anybody who got their hands on that shit knew that stuff's fucking insane. So when they made the jump, oh, this colostrum has naturally occurring IGF, that's the shit that's really blowing people up. That's a secret of the pros. Let me get this. And they took that colostrum expecting to get the same results that the people taking the IGF were. And that's not what happened, and it's not how it fucking works. If you really read the studies that were done with it and the information we have now, which is, shit, that was probably 96, 95? 94, 1995, maybe 1996. Because I remember I was going to Tennessee to visit my family, and I bought it in Tennessee, and I was taking it there, and I was expecting, like, as soon as I took it, the next day when I went to work, I was going to blow up. And so now, the information we have now, you know, fast forward to 2014, we now know that the colostrum does carry the naturally occurring IGF. But what we're finding out now, or what they have found out already, is colostrum actually helps you digest your food better, boosts your immune system, as well as increase protein synthesis. Now, the way that this whole thing works is, if your immune system is fucked up, you're not going to grow. Period. If you're sick all the time, you can't get to the gym and train. If your immune system is compromised, your body has only so much it can do energy-wise. And if you're trying to combat a cold, you're not going to grow muscle. If you're trying to combat an injury, you're not going to grow muscle. Well, unless you're on drugs, that kind of changes things. But anyways, so what this stuff does is actually allows your body to handle more at one time. It's an adaptogen. It helps your body adapt. Now, what does that mean? It means that as you put the stress on your body, you overload your body, it helps your body recover faster. So now you have a product that increases digestion, helps with digestion, increases immune support, and helps your body adapt. This is something very important that people have been overlooking because they're so focused on the fact that, you know, it didn't make me gain 30 pounds in 5 weeks. It's fucking garbage. But now you flip to this other side and say, shit, I need something to boost my immune system. I need something for, you know, protein synthesis. I need these things. These things are important for the body. I take a multivitamin every day. It doesn't make me fucking gain 35 pounds, but I know what it does on a cellular level to my body. It allows my body to have those micronutrients I need to function properly. People take resveratrol, NAC, all these different things that are essentially antioxidants. For what? They're not making them grow, but it's helping them on a cellular level be better. So essentially, do I think colostrum is a huge supplement that is a steroid alternative? Do I think there are any steroid alternatives out there? No, I don't. I don't believe that there's anything out there that's going to make you grow the way that any kind of anabolic drug does. However, I absolutely do think that if you took the right training, the right diet, the right cardio program, because you need to keep your metabolism bumping up, and the right supplementation program, and you combine those together, you can get steroid-like effects. Let's face facts. In a year's time, if you put on 10 pounds of lean mass naturally, training and eating the right way, that's a lot. It's going to change the way you look completely. Would that be considered steroid-like? You won't be a big, bloated, fat mess. Well, yeah, I think that would be steroid-like. If you gain 10 pounds of lean muscle in a year, not many people do that. Not many people do that naturally. Not many people, some guys on drugs don't even gain that much. But that's the alternative to steroids right there, is getting your whole program together to work together and adding the supplementations part to get those pieces to work better, not have the supplement do all the work. And that's what everybody's looking for. When you know, a certain creatine product came out, I'm not going to say the name of the company, but it came out with in a fucking giant tub. The thing was as big as my fucking torso, and it was loaded with sugar. It was like 75 grams of sugar per serving, and it was like you know, if you load the sugar, it increases the insulin. Insulin drags the creatine to the muscle. And this was one of those things where they did a clinical study, and the people had gained like 12 to 17 pounds in like 8 weeks. Okay, but it wasn't pure muscle mass. But when they market that, people now see that product as, this one will help me gain. Just this product helps me gain. Well, the product had them gain that mass, but they didn't really say that they were also doing this kind of training, this kind of this with it. So it's still ingrained in people's minds that there's a supplement out there that you're going to be able to take that is actually going to do all the work for you. You can just putz around in the gym, eat fucking KFC, and you're going to get huge. And that's not a fact. The true steroid alternative is training, diet, cardio, and proper supplementation. bios3training@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.bios3training.com is a blog, and it's a steroid alternative, Bios3 bicep, and we're out.